Next week will be the confirmation hearings for Merrick Garland for Attorney General. Now, you probably know the name Merrick Garland because Barack Obama put him up in nomination for the Supreme Court toward the end of his tenure. And of course, Mitch McConnell delayed and pretty much stole that appointment away so that a Republican president could put who they liked in. So Merrick Garland had a little disappointment 4 or 5 years ago. But Merrick Garland is well thought of amongst Republicans and Democrats. He's honest, he's decent, and he's intelligent. And he's a tremendous jurist. So when this confirmation hearing goes off, he will be approved. He will be the Attorney General for the Joe Biden administration. Now, Joe has said very particularly that he'll have nothing to do with the Department of Justice. Merrick Garland and the Department of Justice will decide who and who not to investigate and prosecute. And that's the way the system is intended to work. Now, Donald Trump didn't go by those rules. And that's why Merrick Garland is going to have a hell of a mess to clean up once he takes over as Attorney General. You see, what Donald Trump did is he used the Department of Justice, as his own personal weapon. He perverted the whole concept of the Department of Justice. And in doing that, he left a mess, and he left people hanging by a thread. Let me give you an example. Donald Trump used the Department of Justice to go after people he didn't like. People like E. Jean Carroll, who accused him of rape and was going to sue him, is suing him civilly. He sent the Department of Justice after her, and they filed a case against her. He sicked the Department of Justice on Michael Cohen after he wrote a book, and John Bolton, too, after he wrote a book. He also used the Department of Justice to protect his friends, people like Paul Manafort and Roger Stone, made sure they got through the process a little easier, that they got preferential treatment. And even William Barr did what he could to quash this whole money to Stormy Daniels thing. The whole Department of Justice was working as a tool of Donald Trump, which is not how it's supposed to be and not how Joe Biden is going to handle it. But many of these cases put out by the Department of Justice are still there, still in effect. So they will have to be addressed. And then Merrick Garland is going to have to deal with tons of people in the Department of Justice that were involved in those cases. Now, whether you hold them responsible or not, I don't know. They were taking direction from the Attorney General, William Barr, and the President of the United States. Do you do just what you're told, even though you know it's wrong? Or do you quit and say, I can't do this because it's not right? Well, most of these people stayed around. So when Merrick Garland gets in, there's a new sheriff in town, there's going to have to be a lot of changes and a lot of adjustments so the Department of Justice gets its credibility back. And that is going to be a hell of a job. Now, even over and above cleaning up all of that, you have to address the issue that what Donald Trump did was illegal. And it absolutely is illegal. So then do you hold Donald Trump and his cronies accountable for these actions? Well, you almost have to. If you want to get the integrity back to the DOJ and you want to build it into a trusted organization again, you have to address all avenues. All these cases laying out there and all this preferential treatment has to be dealt with, has to be done away with. And then you have to acknowledge where it all started, who the cause of all these problems were. And that's Donald Trump. So you almost have to go after Donald Trump in order to maintain that integrity with the DOJ. As I said, Joe Biden's not going to get involved in this. There's going to be no revenge. There's going to be no use of the Department of Justice as a personal weapon, as in the case with Donald Trump. So it's going to be on the Department of Justice's shoulders and Merrick Garland's shoulders to rectify this situation and do what they can to come back from the cesspool that Donald Trump has put them in. You have to understand what Donald Trump did to the DOJ is very dangerous to this country. Our Department of Justice should be going toward justice, not revenge or vigilantism or just working for one person as a personal weapon. I will say that Merrick Garland is probably the best person to put in that position. He's the one guy that can probably handle it and has enough integrity to do what needs to be done. But it's something we need to watch, and we have to make sure that the Biden administration does what they can do to get the DOJ back where it belongs. Thanks for tuning in to Rational Boomer.